Town Council Day for Marine Parade. We do this for every ward, every year. The space in Marine Parade is quite limited, so we therefore have a carnival along the road as I came in. Otherwise, in the other parts of Marine Parade GRC, you would have a huge field and all the carnival activities will be taking place there. Although we have some improvements to be made to the GRC, the important thing is to concentrate on the social side. So we will be focusing on the needs of the residents over here, elderly population, what do they need, and then forging social cohesion, community, and programs and so on. Okay, your questions?
SM, the boundaries delineation, how do you see it serving residents better under the new plan announcements last week?
Actually, the electoral boundary is not a critical factor. The most important factors will be the quality of the candidates and the reputation of the party. So no matter how you draw the boundaries, which you have to redraw from time to time, you focus on the people serving the areas. And the changes actually disadvantage the PAP more than the opposition candidates. For example, Kaki Bukit now is split into two parts. One part goes to Aljunied, the other part remains behind. And the PAP is an organization, so the branch will be affected. So the Kaki Bukit branch now will go to Aljunied. So the other part, we have to think of ways to set up a new branch to serve the people over there. So I will not worry too much about the changes over there. I focus on the people serving the residents.
Well, SM, some opposition parties are on the ground today, and they're already saying that the PAP will obviously form the government, so you can vote in a few hours. What's your message to the electorate?
Well, my message is people must look at the quality of the candidates and the party. And if they can field better candidates than the PAP candidates, well, the people choose accordingly. And that way it will not go wrong. And however the opposition perform, there would always, from now on, be 9 opposition candidates in Parliament. So this is our way of evolving a system where voices different from the PAP will be heard in Parliament. And that's important for Singapore. We don't want just to hear the PAP voice, so you hear voices from the NMPs and from the NCMPs. But on the ground, people have to be served. Policies can be debated in Parliament. On the ground, you want to have good MPs to actually, improve on the livelihood of the people.
So on the topic of candidates, is PAP fielding any new candidates for Marine Parade?
As of now, all the incumbents will stay in Marine Parade GRC. So, Faisal, who is that? McPherson, Mata Xiao, as of now, they will stay. But nearer the time, I do not know how the party will change. Because the party is still now looking at the candidates and looking at ways to deploy them. But as of now, nothing changes.
One more question, guys. A portion of activity now given to us today, and then a lot of them are Malay voters as well. So what's going to happen to the demographics in Marine Parade?
Well, I think basically the demographics do not change very much. Maybe a few percentage points may be lowered for the Malay population. But we have our fair share of Malays, Indians, Eurasians and so on.
But they always can say that Malays are traditionally the loyal supporters of the
well, and we're very thankful for that. I would say traditionally the Chinese also supporters of PAP and the Indians too. Otherwise we will not be in power. So we would not worry too much about voting on ethnic lines. It's a citizen, what will affect your interests yourself. I want to say about Joo Chiat. Joo Chiat, I welcome that part of Joo Chiat to Marine Parade. Joo Chiat was part of the Marine Parade GRC before. So I'm not unfamiliar with Joo Chiat. I've campaigned there several times for Teo Chee Hean, for example, when he was a new candidate over here. My important thing is to keep Joo Chiat town intact. So the Joo Chiat Heritage Center, as they call it, the designation by the National Heritage Board will remain. I will not intend, there's no intention whatsoever to change the image of that heritage town for Joo Chiat. So we will take part in the activities, and when they organize activities for Marine Parade GRC, they can also take part. But basically, the identity of Joo Chiat will not change. even though the part is given to Marine Parade. You may not know, but I happened to be here on Friday night, pre-arranged meeting in the constituency. I took a drive to look at the new part of Marine Parade.
SM, no opposition party has taken a claim to Marine Parade so far. What's your call out to them?
Well, I say please come. I think it's important for the people to have a choice. I've always said that. Let come here. Doesn't matter if you don't win, but come here. I mean, just learn on how to compete against candidates who are well known. You've got to learn that. Otherwise, how can you ever build? So please come. On Mountbatten, Mountbatten is like a member of the family who has gone overseas to work. So I regard Mountbatten as an extended family of the GRC. You never know. One day Mountbatten may come back, like McPherson. So McPherson was part of Marine Parade GRC, so I welcome McPherson back to Marine Parade GRC.
So I think on a national level, some opposition had said that the redrawing of the boundaries is gerrymandering. What is your reaction to that?
Well, that's what they say. See, but no matter how you draw it, I think there will be some comments. But as I made a point just now, the redrawing disadvantages us more than them. They have no roots. They can go anywhere. Whereas in our case, I thought to meet the MPs, where do you go, who covers what, and so on. So, Joo Chiat, for example, who is going to look after that part in Marine Parade? So I thought to have a discussion. And then some parts of Marine Parade could be too big for one MP to handle. Like the Kaki Bukit side. It belongs to Kamanga. But if I let Ong Chee Hong covers that, he's going to have, he just told me, 60,000 voters there, including the Kaki Bukit side. So I got to redraw, I got to reassign. So that makes it more difficult for us. Just imagine, if there's no change in Marine Parade GRC, I'll be very comfortable. All the MPs are here. I mean, I don't have to do any much work. But now I got to work. And I've started working on the new areas which will come to Marine Parade. So don't worry about what they say. They are bound to say all those. The key will be, can they build a reputation for their own party? Can they put up better candidates? Maybe this time they can't. But over the years, they must. They must, so that they have a chance to win some seats.
For the coming G, are you expecting any candidate from the SAF or the police force? So far, I think we haven't seen any.
Well, because they are from the SDN and the public service, we will not see any until it is time for them to be seen.
That means we may still see.
Correct. That means you may see some people. Otherwise, you are leaving out a very important sector where you have good candidates. The public service and the SDM and the police. They are very good quality people there. So if you don't have them coming up from these places, you're actually leaving out some very good people for politics. So you can assume that normally in every election, there will be some candidates from the public sector, including SDM and the police. Okay. Thank you.